sleeping better with that CPAP machine. So.
Oh, that's good. You want to tell us
great.
about that? Tell us about that.
Yeah, let me see if I can flip
Okay.
my.
Okay.
I have to do. Oh, cool!
And
I
this
can
man,
flip my
this man
camera.
has been through the
So
trenches, man.
let me see if I get some light
he's
here
had
too.
lung
Wait, let's get the light
problems
up.
and
I get some more light here.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's get this light to come on. I got this remote control thing here for the lights now. But this is the CPAP machine.
Yeah.
And here's my mask that I wear, and basically it's only got like 2 buttons. You turn it on, and I have it going right to 16, which is the pressure I'm at.
Right.
But you can make it ramp, meaning so it'll start at 8 and then it'll go up. But it really helps. Hold on a second. You can see my cat chewed up the chair here. But let's see, if I turn this to me, I look like I'm going into outer space.
Yes, I like it. I like it.
How are you adapting to the comfortability of it when you're sleeping? Does it like when you're moving around? Is it bother you?
Well, I kind of now that I'm wearing it, I lay on my back with pillows under my arms, so I don't think I move as much. And the first time I used it was in the hospital in July, and it didn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with the mask, and it seems comfortable. So fortunately, I don't think I have any problem with that part.
Mark, did you find that you were sleeping better too when you didn't have 2 women in your bed every night? Was that
those days are long gone? I wish.
That was,
wait, I'm sideways. My camera won't flip. Let me see if I can make my phone flip. Let's try.
And having to wake up in the middle of the night and they're flipping and flopping on you. I bet that was.
It was. My phone doesn't like to flip sometimes, even if I unlock it. So let's just go back here.
Yes, you how are you doing, Bronx Viking? I don't want you to be late for your appointment. Are you good?
I'm good. I got about 5 more minutes. I got to cut out.
So you
doctor's appointment?
Yeah. I got 2 appointments today. Gonna do gonna do some cardio tests, stress tests, a sonogram.
I wish we had them while you were on the show. We could do stress tests, especially when I agitate you. Yeah, I bet they're right off the Richter scale. Yeah.
Oh, I know what I wanted to say. We do have similarities, especially Bronx Viking and I, being that New York attitude and the New York state of mind.
Strong Island, huh? This is Strong Island.
Right? I never lost my Long Island accent to drink soda in my area. With the ER, everything A is ER. So.
Yeah, but I think you're punchier than Al. I think you've got some of that bulldozer I've got. So that's what I said. You're a hybrid. You're mixing me and him. He's polite, but if he does broadcast long enough, he'll be able to truck over people in no time. He'll leave tread marks on their back. It takes time. You got to get kind of gruff and get that grit going, right? It's all about the grit. Yeah.
Hey, Mark, how's everybody doing in the family?
Everybody's good. My daughter, she's doing well, and my grandson is good. Maui's doing better. I had the mobile animal hospital come, which was actually a fair price.
Wow.
It was, check him out. I thought he had like congestive heart failure. Hold on, let me get the camera back on me.
That's a big cat.
Yeah, he's 28 pounds, so we put him on a diet. And of course, when I ordered the food, they didn't have.
Did you just say 28 pounds for a cat?
Yeah, see this big bag here? That was almost like $80. They didn't have a small bag. Luckily, he likes it, so he's on diet food, which he's been eating, and he was having like asthma attacks. I thought it was a congestive heart failure. So rather than do asthma medicine, we've got him on like an antihistamine because his nose sometimes runs when he has trouble, and.
How old is he? I gave him
some antibiotic, but he hates getting the medicine. So,
how old is he?
He's only like 8 or 9. I've had him 5 years, but he came from the street,
Yeah.
So, at my last place, he kind of adopted me. He used to come in through the sliding glass door. So, eventually, one day he was chasing another cat through the parking lot, and I thought he almost got hit by a car. So I brought him in. We had a long conversation. I said, "You're an indoor cat now."
Yes, and he said, "Why?"
No, he's content with it. And I told my neighbor, to tell, because there was a bunch of cats everybody fed, and I said, "Hey, let them know I took this gray cat, and So everybody was cool with it because, like I said, there was like 6 or 7 cats that hung out together,
and that was the one. That was the one you're going to save.
Well, no, he made the choice because he used to come in my backyard, and then I had a sliding glass door, so he would come in my house. I even have a picture of him on my table with like a Budweiser thing on, or no, he was by the Budweiser can. I like to take pictures like that. So anyhow, he would hang out all day in my house, and then he would go out through the sliding glass door. I didn't have a litter pan or anything, and I started to get used to seeing him coming around for a while. And one day he was on like the roof of the shed and he took off. So I ran through the backyard and he was chasing another cat. And I'm trying to run with them. And there was a car coming and one cat bolts one way and my cat almost gets hit. And so I continue going after my cat. And I was like, all right, Maui, you're coming inside. I'm not doing that,
So what did you do? You stopped the car in mid-flight, lifted it up, and
no,
tossed it aside?
No, I caught Maui while he stopped to take a break. And
was this during or after you put your cape on? This is what I was wondering.
Yeah, right. It's Captain 420.
Oh my Lord. Okay. Al only has a couple of minutes. You can't don't bulldoze him. So
no.
So,
I'm actually gonna drop back down to the comments because I'm like, I gotta do.
No, you gotta stay. I'm leaving. You gotta stay. You gotta stay.
You gotta stay with Michael. All right.
Yeah, you gotta stay. I gotta cut out.
He's gonna do the gratitude for a minute though. Tell me what your grat.
You got some coffee.
Yeah, go get. Okay.
I guess. I'm just happy to be alive, man. I woke up. I'm happy. I've been sleeping well lately. Gonna go to a couple doctor's appointments. Just trying to get my health in order. And I lost 30 pounds. So
that's great.
I'm on a health kick.
Good for you. Me too. I haven't lost 30 though. That's a lot. That's a lot of weight.
I lost 41. Not to.
That's his cat.
You there, but
that's his cat. I lost Maui.
I lost more than my cat. Where the heck? I lost my coffee too, though. Where'd the coffee go? Oh, here it is.
There's far things worse than losing your coffee.
I appreciate that, Edward.
Yeah, Edward. What's Edward doing this morning here? Let's see if we can get Edward up too. Edward's always good for a couple minutes.
All right, Michael. I'm gonna get going. I want to thank you again for the invite this morning. It's always a pleasure to see you, Mark. You made my day. I got to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. Say hello to you.
I know. I had to pop in. I saw Michael go live, and I said, "Oh, you know what? It's 7:00, but I'm going to jump in and say hello."
Great. Well, I'm glad you did.
So
it's a beautiful community. It really is, and just so many people. It doesn't matter when we go on now. There's always souls that know each other now, and we've connected, and we've done that in 3 months. So just know that Al, you're part of this, and
thank you.
Yeah, and Mark and I have been friends and enemies for years. So it's
no, we've never been enemies. I just didn't know who you were a long time ago, and you still tease me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that story.
But you just came in so nice. I wasn't used to such a nice person coming in. You know what I mean?
What are you grateful for? Michael, what are you grateful for?
Yeah. Well, what about you? What are you grateful for?
What brings you a sense of peace, Mark?
I told you that was the New York. You can't just go out of New York. What
brings you a sense of peace, Michael? I'll show you peace.
You got to tread when you're asking a New Yorker a question. You got to go easy. You got to tread easy. You know what I mean? You got to let them know before you ask them.
I think that's anybody. Honestly, I think we live in such a time of people not trusting, and we have a nice trust here amongst each other and respect.
All right, guys.
Take care. I know you got to go. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate it.
Catch you guys. Hopefully tomorrow. I'll catch you guys.
Peace.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Or tonight. Bye.
All right, we beamed him down. There we go.
See, I could switch this back over. You know what I used to cover the camera? How cool is this? I use a Crown Royal bag. See, there's the camera.
Yeah.
So when I want to cover it, what people get like covers, why don't you just put a little thing?
Yeah. What kind of camera is it?
It's the 922 Logitech.
Oh, it's a Logitech. Okay. And you're happy with that?
On sale. They wanted like $130 at Best Buy, but I found it for $95. So I texted Best Buy customer service online and I said, "Hey, match this price," and they agreed. So I picked it up.
I like that. I like how you're forceful. You know what you like.
Well, I do the research on electronics. I was always into
Yeah.
computers and electronics, Crazy Eddie's in New Jersey, all that kind of stuff.
So have you met Dina?
Dina? I know Dina.
Dina.
Yeah, Dina Dia.
No, Dina Cool, which is Island Girl 53. We used to
Oh, okay.
do broadcasts together back in the day, and she's not been super happy with Haps. I think part of it is you require good equipment to make this work.
Well, it's not just there's other things. I don't want to, I mean, I could maybe I'll message you. There's some things that I think Taps needs to improve or work on, as we would all agree. But the thing that Haps has going for it, which I can't deny, is the
Is you and
community.
I,
Well,
you
no,
and
that's
I,
just it's more than
yeah,
you and I. Right. It's you and I. It's the whole.
yeah,
It's the
yeah,
scope community, and even if other people like, I follow a lot of music stuff that you can't do
mm-hmm.
here, so it's on other platforms, and I'm usually there. But I still come into Haps because I see people I know, and I know Island Girl 53, and or Island Woman, whatever her name was. But you know what I'm saying?
What
So I see people like I saw
what
you
kind of
pop
music
on.
stuff? What kind of music stuff can't you do? I'm curious.
You can't play DJ. You can't play copyrighted music on
Yeah.
Haps. You can't stream DJs like, the Flash or DJ Everett or any of the DJs from Scope would do. They would shut you down
Oh, yeah,
for copyright. Where Twitch just blocks your replay. What they do is they mute the replay on copyrighted
yeah.
material, so you can get it through live. And then some of the DJs don't even leave it up. They just, if you watch them live, you watch them live, and if you don't, you don't.
See, what I've
And
been doing is I've been playing music of my daughter. I've been playing music of people
you
I
could do that.
know.
You can
Uh,
do that.
yeah, starving musicians that I know.
Right, but that doesn't work when people want to listen to 80s and 90s disco and hip hop or classic
Yeah,
rock, and and
no,
have it mixed and all that for 4 hours a night, or 10
yeah.
hours. There are DJs that come on and stay on, 10 hours at a clip. And there's probably,
But
I don't know, I
Mark,
probably follow 50 of them.
let's be honest. When's the last time you danced for 10 hours? Come on,
Not
you
for
and
10
I.
hours, but I've been in the broadcast and I do dance on Virtuoso. I actually dance topless on camera on
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday mornings in Virtuoso, it's called. He's a DJ. Virtuoso. So he goes topless as a DJ sometimes, and I'll start dancing and I'll throw my shirt off.
And then they pay you tips to stop.
Well, that's what people bust my chops. I've got movie money. You know what movie money is?
No,
I'm gonna
what
show you.
is that? Okay.
That's movie money.
Ah,
Hey, look. So it looks like real money, right?
yeah. Show me the
But
money.
see, under here is
Yeah,
Chinese markings. I'm going to show you the money right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
Hold on. So you can buy this on Amazon. But
yeah,
anyway, so one day I flashed this cash on the internet here,
yeah,
and somebody was like, "What are you doing? With all that? How do you get all that money?" I said, "I'm a topless dancer."
yeah.
But here, so you can see there's the Chinese. See.
Wow.
Now I
I
would
like.
imagine if you use a pink screen instead of a green screen, you could take that off. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It would look
yes.
perfect. The only thing it has negative is every serial number is the same.
Yeah, that's not good. That's a bad sign.
Well, what I do, excuse me, what I do when I make a display is I
Yes.
cover the serial numbers. See?
Yeah, I like that. That's good. You keep them
So,
guessing.
well, no, I just like the design. So I'm going to fill this part of the room here. Not with
Okay.
money necessarily, but
Yeah.
something. Like this is all kind of done.
Yeah. How about spiritual quotes? You could do that.
Well, my
Okay.
spiritual thing is, Jaws 420 cannabis. Right there.
Yeah, there is truth in that.
When we the people lead, eventually the government servants will follow.
He's getting deep. So listen, I'm gonna play a video here, and then I'm gonna beam you down. You could be in the comments here.
Yeah, I'll drop down to the comments. Let me get off the screen too. I hate the way I look, but you got to see my messy room too. And Micah, I love the community you built. To me, that's probably the best thing Haps has going for it. Is the community you built. Of course, Randy Horton's there too. I do follow Donna and other people that are using Haps, but you make the community. You've worked hard, I think, to really put a good community together on Haps. So
I appreciate that,
and I'm grateful for that.
And I'll send you some more of that fake money. So thank you so much for that.
You send me some Canadian fake money?
You can use that stuff. I can use some of that myself. Yeah,
so you can see the
that's awesome.
Like I said, I usually hide it. Whee!
Yeah.
All right, I'm in the comments. Thanks, Michael.
As long as you're not saying on the broadcast, I'll come over to my house. I'll make it rain. All right. So let's do this. Here we go.
You thought you were just going to have a dream and a goal, and you were just going to wake up and just walk into the sunset. You're like, dream, boom. It don't work like that. You have a dream, and then life punks you. Life punks you and say, do you really want this? I'm going to give your wife MS. Do you really want this? 5 of your aunts going to die of cancer. Do you really want this? You're going to lose friends. Do you really want this? Do you really want this? Cousins going to abandon you. People that you used to be like this with going to think you bougie and don't want to deal with you. It's a part of it, but I paid too much. And so I'm telling y'all, you have come too far to quit now. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Get a reward for your pain. Don't cry about it. Get a reward for it.
We are still here. We are still in the game. We have not been defeated. So stand up straight. Stand up straight and march forward. And give someone else some encouragement. Let them see you standing strong. Set an example. And by our very posture, by our very being, we will let the world know that we are here to win.
You have absolutely nothing to do with what happened to you. It's not your fault. But if I come back a week later, you still on the ground. If I come back a year later, you still on the ground, that's your fault. If you get knocked down, there's nothing you can do about it. But getting back up has every single thing to do with you. And you will promise me that from this day forward, you will not be defeated. I need you to make up in your mind that the only way you can lose is if you quit. I just need you to keep going. You don't even know how creative you are until you run out of options. I am excited about your future because your darkness is about to be your development. Now listen to me. I don't care what you're going through. If you're not dead, he ain't through with you yet. As long as you waking up, you still in the game. As long as you alive, you can still make it happen. As long as that breath in your nostrils move, you still in the game. You still can win. Now get your butt up. Why do you keep crying? Why me, God? Why did I get MS? Why did I get cancer? Why did my mama die? Why did I get fired? Listen, you got put through that because what that does, that tension produces greatness. Stop running from it and run to it. Lions don't cry. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hunt. That's what we do for a living. We turn tragedy into triumph. This has been a dog fight. But I made up in my mind, I will not go through this pain and not get a reward for it. I will not quit. I will not surrender. I will outlast every trial and every tribulation that comes in my life. And sometimes if you're going to be successful, it's not how smart you are. It's not how strong you are. It's how much you can outlast stuff. If you're ready to quit, don't get started. If you're looking for this easy path, don't get started. If you think they're not going to close the door on you and say no a million times, don't get started. But every time they close the door, I just get excited. Why? Because I am not a no. I'm one yes away. You can't keep telling me no forever. You can't keep denying me forever. This type of energy, this type of passion, you can't stop it.
You can't stop it. No way. Get up, get moving. Don't waste your time. It's very precious. It really is. Hope you're having a great morning. Those always make me laugh. They do. They inspire me too, but they make me laugh. You know, you imagine getting up and screaming like that all morning. You'd have no vocals. You'd be done. But I love the passion. I really do. And I love your comment there, Donald. That is, it's very nice. Julia M., thank you for being here. I really appreciate you being here. K9, thank you for being here. Thank you so much, Island Girl 53. Thank you. There she is. Seeking 17. Hello, that's Rose. Haven't seen you for a while. Great to have you back. Hello, Bernie. Thank you so much from across the pond. Vanita, say hello to Vanita for me. Mark 420, always in the trenches, working hard. Who else did we have this morning? We had Bronze Viking. We also had Walt. We had Captain Rehab. That name is hilarious. We had a troll that doesn't like Randy, but thank you for saying I was a good broadcaster. Only on Haps. So this is my daughter, Laura. And I hope you enjoy this song. It is called Sacrifice, featuring Don't Rush. You can get this on Spotify and Apple Music and a whole bunch of other ones. Deezer. Enjoy.
Darling, have you found yourself lost in a dream? Flying demons, ones that chase you in your sleep. No to nowhere, the only path laid at your feet leads back to me, leads you back to me. Not your angel, I'm the ghost you can't escape. Siren calling, pulling you into the lake, drowning your mind in a kiss you can't erase. Didn't anyone tell you that I bring you down? Show my soul to the darkness for Brooklyn. Couldn't use my own, it's filled with ice. So I need your heart for the sacrifice. Blackthorned roses, wild where I will them so. Poisoned ivy, falling in your world of snow. Don't look my way, freeze who dares to cast the stone. You're so stoned, yeah, you're so stoned. Why Medusa, falling down as you behold. Eyes of emerald, serpent gripping on your soul. Here's your last kiss, crimson balladonna cold. Didn't anyone tell you that I bring you down? Show my soul to the darkness for Brooklyn. Couldn't use my own, it's filled with ice. So I need your heart for the sacrifice. Cold-hearted, cold-hearted, cold-hearted. So cold-hearted. Cold-hearted, cold-hearted, cold-hearted. So cold-hearted.
Your love for me just comes and goes, like the tide rolls in as the moon gets low. You coming running back is all I've ever known, ever known, ever known. You've latched onto my energy, truly cared for me, or so it seemed. I guess all you needed was a company.
Didn't anyone tell you that I bring you down? Show my soul to the darkness for Brooklyn to come. Couldn't use my own, it's filled with ice. So I need your heart for the sacrifice.
Good morning. Surround yourself with tacos, not negativity. I highly agree. Yes, the secret wisdom of the taco. So, this morning we talked about getting up, getting motivated, not hitting the snooze button, not wasting your time. We talked about music on Haps, music on Twitch, being from New York, the accent of New York, large cats, 29-pound cats, my lord. Good morning, Dina D. Good to see you there. Good to have you in the room. Dina D is one of the great forces of HAPS. She is in every room. She's inspiring people, making them happy. Jason, how you doing, buddy? It's so good to have you here today. I'm grateful to have you as part of this community. I hope to see you more often. I haven't seen you broadcasting as much. Dina, would you like to come up and tell us what you're grateful for? I'll put you there. I'm going to promote a dear friend of mine. His name is David Gogo. He's one of the musicians that's been out there trying to, basically get gigs, get people to buy his music. He has, I think, 9 albums. He's been doing it for like 20 years. We got Vaughn in the house. I didn't even have to play uplifting music this morning. What happened? Look at that. I'll invite you as well, buddy. I know you're probably just waking up. So why don't we so I don't forget, because I always feel awful after that. I have all these grand ideas, and then you get in the HAPS atmosphere and you lose your way because, there's comments, there's this. But I really want to promote these musicians. So this one is called Personal Jesus, which you're going to recognize this tune because this is a cover of Depeche Mode. So I hope you enjoy it. David Gogo, please support him. He's a rockin' dude. Good morning to everybody.
Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who's there. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who's there. Unknown and you're all alone, flesh and bone by the telephone. Pick up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Second best, put me to the test. Things on your chest that you need to confess. I will deliver, I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith.
Vaughn is in the house. I want to say hello to Colin, Randy W. Horton.
Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Reach out
But can't read it.
Reach out, touch faith. Juan's right there. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Dina. Yes, you were saying that the memes are going so quick with trying to speed read.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to just feel them when you're part of the Palladian star system. We do it all telepathically. That's how it works. We reach out and we touch faith. That's what we do.
Sounds good.
How are you, my friend? So
I'm doing well. How are you?
we're in time for a little gratitude, a little time for you to shamelessly plug your product. I haven't seen you for a while. I thought maybe you had lost your way for a bit.
No. I've been busy with my mother and taking care of my uncle's business, and my mother got her second Moderna shot yesterday. So,
do you want to talk about that at all, or is that still too fresh? Because people will find healing in your pain.
My uncle's doing actually very well.
Oh, good.
He's
so he's still with us. He's still with us, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and he's coming along, but he's still probably not able to be on his own yet. He's still in rehab. He had a mental breakdown, so he's not fully there, competent wise, as far as competency.
Yeah.
So I'm dealing with he has a complicated
story.
It would be an estate if he had passed away. Let's put it that way. So I have a lot of things to take care of for him.
But it gives you a warning, right?
Yeah,
in a way, right? Yeah, it gives you a step. Because a lot of times, what happens, people just with no reason are gone, like a switch.
Yep.
And then people are just like, I talked to her yesterday. She seemed fine.
Yeah.
She just didn't wake up, And,
well, this is one of the things with COVID. One of the negative things. COVID got him so depressed he tried to take his life.
Yes, that's common, by the way. That is common.
And he's just about to turn 80. So he just got and evidently had a stroke that affected these kind of things in his life, making decisions, obsessiveness, and he became like really conspiracy theory. He didn't even want to have the internet because of people spying on him. He really went off the rails. And we found out it was just
like paranoia, basically.
Yeah. Really just mentally ill. And they said that the part of the brain he had the stroke affects all of that stuff.
So it's hard on you to see this.
Yeah, of course. And he lives literally a mile away from me. So I had to have the police get into his place, and that found him. And then it's just been a rough couple of weeks. But on a positive note,
okay,
sorry,
I'm sorry you're going through that, buddy. I really am.
Yeah,
sorry.
No, I'm glad we found him. Really, because he had no children, so he was more of a father to me than my own father. So he and I were very close,
which is beautiful. Which is beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad that he was able to be saved, so to speak. Whether he feels that way or not, but he's very he's very grateful. He keeps saying it, and so I was already involved with his finances and his real estate properties and stuff like that. So it's easier for me, but it's tough. It's tough to see somebody like that, and he just became so paranoid about being around other people. He didn't want to hurt them. He wasn't worried about COVID for himself. He was worried about him getting someone else sick. And he's never had COVID and had no reason to have, that fear, but just the mental illness.
It's weird. Your birds are going crazy as you talk about this. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
It's almost like, yes, he's close. Thank you for being there for him. We love you. It's
Yeah.
almost like Spirit is talking through the birds.
They
Yeah.
do it often. They're always. There's probably about 100 birds right out in the trees out right
Yeah.
around my porch all the time.
They hear, though,
Yeah.
and feel your emotion right now.
Yeah.
So they're either feeling threatened or they're comforting you.
Yeah.
Whatever
They're
one
always
you like.
bouncing around me, and like then yeah, they're almost like saying hello. So I'm assuming it's good stuff.
Is
My
he a
mother.
songwriter? I don't know what that brings up, but okay.
Um,
COVID is a scary time. Prayers for your uncle.
is
That's from
Thank you. Okay, thank
K9.
you. Is he a songwriter? Is that your friend that you were trying to promote? Is that who we were talking about?
Oh, maybe. Thank you. See, he's here. With my old fuddly brain. He puts the pieces together. I have them in front of me, and
Yeah.
which way'd he go, Ralph? Which way'd he go?
Yeah, yeah.
Them there heels. Them there
Yeah.
heels.
And my mother got her second Moderna shot, and she did very well. So we'll
Good.
see what
No
today brings.
swelling. No swelling of the arm. No
Not so far.
no
It was definitely
dizziness.
afternoon.
I just want to.
Yeah.
I want to address something that's very obvious. A friend of mine named Vaughn used to have a lot more hair at the sides.
Yeah.
And, you look like him, but you look like you were drafted by the army or have become a police officer.
Yeah.
I'm just, what made you, is that your summer cut?
Yeah, it's a little more than my summer cut. I wanted to try something different. I haven't shaved my face in probably 10, 12 years. So it's the first time I haven't had a beard in the longest time. I'm trying to do my porn stash.
Yes. Could you break down what the difference is between a normal stash and the stash you just said?
The thick, handlebars around here. That just say daddy,
Have you ever had where you can, twist them? You have
No.
the long. Yeah, that's so gross.
That won't happen ever.
I always thought that was kind of creepy. I know that's an awful
really
word.
Are. It really are. It's almost like evil Disney character.
So we've been talking about fear today. We've been talking about overweight cats. We've been talking about what it's like to live in New York and how how New Yorkers are different and their sensibility and the way they pronounce words.
Oh,
we've talked
so
about
you mean we
loss.
pronounce them right and everybody else pronounces them wrong? You mean that part?
Yes, if you could break that down, that would be great.
No big whoop.
Yeah, no big whoop. No. I heard
thank
Canada
you,
is. Yes.
I went to bed last night. The boys, Blaine and Wilson were alive, and I had to go to bed just to catch up. And I'm glad I did because I caught you.
See, Wilson. When I think of Wilson, I think of the beach ball or the volleyball. Right?
Yeah.
Tom Hanks, right?
Yeah.
Castaway.
Yeah.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
my mother said to me, because she's just my mother, says, "What'd you do to your head?"
Well, you're lucky you have a thinner face. When you do that, and you've got like the big. I don't know. It doesn't look right. It looks like you're a wrestler or a football player or something. Police officer with a large. Yeah, I think you can get away with it. But I think when you get older, your hair, that's healthy to do that, to get it right down to nothing and try again.
Yeah, that was kind of what I wanted to do. I've always had hair, and I've been using that. You ever see the commercials for that laser cap?
No, tell me about that. What's a laser cap?
It's the strangest thing. It's what I thought was a gimmick, hair loss treatment.
Okay.
It's like a baseball cap that has like 1,000 little diodes in it. And
it stimulates the hair growth through.
Yeah. My hair's coming back in the back. It's probably halfway back.
And what did this device cost? What did it?
Cost about $900 US.
Yes. Have you got $900 worth of hair yet? Tell me when you get. Are you about 250 right now? You know, like you got 250 of your 900, and you would like to get 1,800.
I've been I've been receding, and it's been pretty thin for
Yeah.
over a decade. So,
Are you finding you're growing hair where you shouldn't? Because when you get older, like I have hair shooting out my ears. That's like that's like steel wool that you need bolt cutters to cut it.
Yeah, that was great.
And I've got hair
It's so much
shooting out
more
my
rigid.
nose, and Randy Horton always goes, "Michael, trim your nose hairs, buddy. Trim your nose hairs."
Yeah, that I'm German, so I don't have a lot of hair. So I don't
Look at my eyebrows.
I have like 5 or 6 chest hairs in the middle. That's all I got.
They're like you could put something on a shelf on my eyebrows. Like it's you could lose your keys in there. It's great. It's crazy.
Jason, I got my second Pfizer also, and I had no problems.
By the way,
everybody
follow Jason, please.
Okay, let me follow.
Yeah,
let me follow
Jason is a very kind soul.
Okay.
I think he works for Target.
Uh-huh.
And I met him. He used to go on break and do a broadcast in the lunchroom, and I always thought that was the bravest thing in the world, that you could not pay me enough to do that in front of my coworkers. And just I always thought, wow, that's insane. That's like so cool.
Elf on Michael's eyebrow shelf.
Yes.
That's hysterical.
It's true though, but as you get older, your nose never stops growing, and your ears. So you'll see these old guys, like even Prince Philip, his ears are twice the size as they were when he got married.
Right from her pulling him by his ear.
But like you have to think about it. If there was a grand design, other things would be bigger. If there really was a grand design, right? And your hair would continue to grow in the right spots, not in the wrong spots.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be your ears getting bigger. You know, that's the way you should look at it.
It doesn't make sense that it just decides to pick up.
How about just your brain gets bigger and functions better? How about that? It keeps growing. I think you can activate it just like you did with your hair follicles.
Mm-hmm.
So it must stimulate the hair follicles through electrical pulses. Is that what it's doing?
That's what it's allegedly that's what it's doing, and it's definitely working for me. So,
well, let's do an infomercial one day. We'll have the box there. Yeah. We'll have it on your head, and I want you to do like faces like this while it's on.
Yeah. Well, you know, I started took pictures of my own progress, so that I can,
good,
because they have a 12-month guarantee. If you don't have a success, you get your money back. So I already called my attorney, and
you're hilarious. So I think you have a friend here. I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I don't want to.
Oh my God! Is it Jeanette? I can't. I don't have my glasses on.
Yes.
Hello, honey. How are you? Oh my God! She's from Periscope. What a riot!
Yes.
Wild like me, prairie native. Oh my God!
James was absolutely insane on one of my broadcasts the other day.
He oh my God! He really is. I love him to death, but he just makes my anxiety go sometimes.
I get he was trying to be calm. I really get. He was on a governor.
Yeah.
Out of respect, he
is respectful. So I mean, he does when you tell him to chill out. He does. I miss you too, honey. Hopefully everything's going well.
Are you going to start doing broadcast again to reunite all the Periscope people?
I've been I've been so wrapped up. I didn't do my Friday last week. It was just so busy, and I never knew when the phone was going to ring with my uncle. So
you're emotionally drained too. I can tell.
Yeah, I did. I didn't mind taking a little break, but at least I got to come on and see you. And
it's healthy, right? You need that. You got to know when to pull the plug, literally, right? And replenish the well, because people keep coming with their bucket, buddy. They'll be
Yeah,
in their
no,
back. And what are you going to do when they're shirtless in the back and you have no music, you have no energy? You're going to let people down. So we can't have that.
yeah. I definitely miss people. I mean, and, the guys had me on their broadcast last week, so I got my fill.
Yeah.
They had
There's
me on
more
the
to life
Beard
than
on
the
Weirdo.
buffalo stance.
So funny.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about those years ever since that morning when you started playing that music. What a riot! Oh my god, so funny.
But it was a good
So many
time.
great memories.
It was
Oh,
a good
absolutely.
time. The 70s was such a sweet time.
Hmm.
The 60s was very much turmoil.
Yeah.
Because we, I would say late 60s, people were experimenting,
Hmm.
free love, right? I think that would have been a wild time to be alive. I think it would have been insane to be at Woodstock.
Right.
Like, those things don't happen now. We're too structured.
Yeah. People are. It's like the extremes. People are so uptight, and then some people are just reckless.
Yes.
Now it's just such a strange time, but with the same stresses, I think, with the societal stuff as the 60s.
Yeah, but
The
mental health
manipulation. Yeah.
mental health now, we're either more aware of it, which is possible,
Hmm.
or because we live in a box, we
Hmm.
look at a box, we have this other brain now called Google.
Little
Which-
boxes, little.
Right. So you think about it, but we'll leave with this, and then I have a video, and then I'll just end it after the video. But
Yeah.
what people don't realize is you buy a house, you have to pay the mortgage, so you're trapped in that for many years.
Mhm.
Then you have to go to a job that maybe you don't like. And then for you to be able to afford this house, you have to be a ways away. So you have this thing called a commute. So you get in your little box, your car, for an hour and a half or an hour for your commute, drive there, then spend the next 6, 7, 8 hours doing that, and then drive back and rinse and repeat, rinse and
Yeah.
repeat, rinse and
Yeah.
repeat. And now everything's been disrupted. Everybody's home all the time. And people get mad at you when you go for a walk. At least in Canada, we're in full lockdown again. Oh my Lord. And the
Yeah,
other day
somebody
was
was
so
saying that.
beautiful, you wouldn't have known there was a lockdown. Everybody was out. It was like, I don't
That's a
care.
shame. Good morning,
Yeah.
Randy.
Good morning, Randy. How are you, buddy?
Property tax and water bill. Yeah, we're just
Oh,
all the stresses of. But I'm grateful for my friends here, and we can vent and we can laugh, and it's Danette, you're gonna love these people. It's really Danette's crazy like me.
yeah.
Yeah. She's
Well,
definitely
let's
soul.
let's get her on in the future. That would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Morning.
and anybody who can follow Randy, please do so. He has wonderful morning scopes as well, or broadcasts. You can't call them scopes anymore, but yet
Mhm.
Periscope is open.
Yeah,
It's still open. It's still open for business. You just can't broadcast from it. But Oh, Randy's here! Yay!
which is great because at least there's so many people that deleted the app, turned off notifications, so a lot of people
Yeah.
still didn't know that it was ending.
No, Randy, we're doing the gratitude part. We're just about to end the broadcast. I haven't seen you in so long.
Be a
I thought it
rebel,
would
call
be
it a scope.
it'd be wonderful. We can't technically call it a scope anymore.
Yeah.
Here, we'll make him the main
I catch
character.
myself.
Hey, buddy.
Good morning, Randy.
What's happening, Mr. Vaughn and Mr. Michael? It's another beautiful day. It's a great day. It's a great life. I can't wait to have another one tomorrow. Everybody's doing well, and it's going to be even better tomorrow. Don't dwell on the bad, dwell on the good. Everything will be fine.
You don't sound like you have your microphone on, buddy.
Oh, it doesn't sound on?
Sounds
No,
distant.
it sounds like you're from somewhere else. I just thought I'd.
Really?
Yeah, you sound good. Like, but no, it's not tapping. So I don't know where you're getting your sound from somewhere. Yeah, you're getting it from something from your laptop, maybe.
Oh,
Right? Maybe when you did the settings. Oh, well, that was. Oh, okay. There we go.
it's getting better every day. Is that better?
No, but at least we discovered something. I can
Maybe
hear you.
maybe the volume level
Yeah.
of your mic.
Gonna go around in circles.
Hold on, I gotta get my boy.
Well, I don't know where the sound is coming from, to be honest. I bought a
'cause
new computer. I'm on a Mac Mini connected
Yeah.
to. I don't know where the sound's coming from.
Oh, it's probably got an internal microphone. You got
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
change to your camera's
It
microphone.
sounds great, but it just doesn't sound like your microphone,
here.
buddy. It just
Yeah, it's not. I wonder where it's coming from. I'll have to thank you for
it
letting
is
me know.
clear though. It is clear. It sounds good. It sounds more like a phone, a good phone, a really good quality phone. That's what it sounds like to me, instead of, Randy the Beast. I
I'm
love
trying to
that.
figure out where it's coming from. That's kind of it'd be nice to know, actually.
So what have you been up to? Have you been doing mostly just your routine in Saudi type of thing? I'd see your broadcast. We're like passing ships in the night lately. So, but
Yeah, it's Ramadan here, so we don't go to work till 9,
mhm.
and then we come home right now at 3 o'clock. So the whole schedule's changed, and
Yes.
everybody's not around. Dina, hello. Everyone, hello. Jason, hello. Yeah, everything has changed. I'm very curious why my mic is not.
Well, I'm glad that we figured this out for you, because when you're on your own broadcast, this is always the testing ground. We were talking about stimulating hair growth through a cap that pulsates on the top of your head. And according to Vaughn, it works.
Yeah.
I'm open to trying it. I'm serious. I look like I have a lot of hair, but there's parts back there that it's not. It's like you've got at the back there, which I don't know what you called it. I think it was actually. Don't repeat what you said, but the the back portion is light. Like there's like 4 hairs at the very back. I noticed. What do you call that at the back?
Is it the crown? The crown of the head? I believe so.
I know the crown chakra. That's about it. Yeah.
Okay, I just found my microphone again. Yeah, it was on
2
the little
turntables and a
internal mic on the
microphone.
laptop. Can I
Well,
go out and come in without bothering you?
No, go for it. Yeah, I want to see you get this going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fading in and out again. You're doing the light and the dark.
I will exit and come back.
Okay. Cool.
Good morning, Helga. The beard is really coming along, Randy. Yeah. Dina said his beard's coming along. He looks good with the beard.
Okay, Vaughn, I trust you. You're a good soul. I'm going to go do a pit stop, if you know what that means.
Okay. Yeah.
Randy, I'm going to do a pit stop. You guys do the comments, do whatever you got to do. I'm
testing the microphone. Are we loud and clear?
That's better. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like Randy Horton to me.
And I've got it adjusted where it's not too maxed out anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm glad you caught that, Michael. That would have made me a hard day trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. How do you like the Mac Mini? I have the Mac Mini also. I love it. The M1.
Yeah, I just bought it for the heck of it. I didn't really need it.
Uh-huh.
I have a super great laptop.
Yeah.
I watched, 30 guys on YouTube and everybody telling me how great it is. I was going to wait for the 16 gigabyte one. It wasn't available. I took 8 gigabyte, 512. It's fantastic.
Yeah, for some reason, Apple doesn't stock the 16 gig. You have to order it. I ordered mine. It took me like 3 weeks to get it.
Yeah,
16.
see here, imagine ordering from the U.S. to Saudi. 3 lifetimes to get it.
Mine actually came from China. Apple
Really?
Apple sends it direct from China to 16 gig. They don't stock it anywhere. And I obsess about researching stuff like that. So I did research it, and the 8 gig is sufficient for Zoom and for this kind of stuff. And I tested it out last week where I had populated in another live website, and the processor handled it. It was seamless, totally perfect. Where
I find it to be perfect and nice, but I went from like a super unbelievable, like the fastest laptop made by man.
Hmm.
And then I went into here. This is smooth and it never glitches, but it's not super snappy like my gaming laptop is an i9, 32 gig of RAM with a RTX 2070.
Right.
So it's a little different, but this is peaceful.
Yeah.
And it's smooth. Whereas the gaming laptop is kind of like the bulldozer of laptops,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just not refined. Where I'm feeling this is smooth and kind of mellow.
Yeah.
Somebody says
definitely.
the feed is frozen again. Yeah,
Not
you
for,
probably have
not for me. It looks good for me.
looking good
Donald,
for me too.
Donald, sometimes if you have open apps in the background, it affects your feed. Anybody else have a frozen feed? Dina? Good.
No, I figured out the flashing, Dina. That was due to I made a mistake. I bought the 43-inch monitor.
Uh-huh.
And the sweet spot is actually only 27 inches.
Okay.
And I made the mistake. I should have bought two 27s. But
Right.
I bought an AutoCAD monitor where you can run 4 video feeds in at the same time.
Wow.
Or you can watch it in a single. And when you have a monitor that's too big, instead of your eyes doing all the work, your neck gets involved.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So, I'm getting used to it. I'm going to play today trying to get the PNP to work so I can run my windows in the top corner.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's
Did you find out after buying the M1 that a lot of stuff is not updated for it yet?
Yeah. I got it in December. There's been a lot of stuff that's been fixed since that.
Yeah, every day they're fixing something, so that's
Mhm.
nice.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't had any issues in probably over a month as far as
Yeah, my
compatibility.
Final Cut Pro was fixed. Thank God for that.
Yeah, good.
I'd had that software and not using it for a long time, and I hate
Yeah.
to pay $400 and not use something.
I know. The I got or I had an old 2014 MacBook Air that I was using, which worked fine on here, but it would definitely glitch out.
Yeah.
And so I was used to having the portability, so I can go by the pool and stuff like that. So the Mac Mini was great. So I ended up having to. I
You
reluctantly
probably did what
dropped
I did. Did you
1,500.
watch like 1,000 YouTubers and everybody's advice, compile it to what you thought would be best?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And I ended up getting. So now I have the Mac Mini and I have the MacBook Pro now. So they're on sale, which means they're releasing something soon.
Yeah, I couldn't push for the Mac Pro yet because I think there's going to be an MX1 16-inch.
Yeah.
I just can't. 13-inch is just not I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I
I'm
know it's
portable a
nice
lot,
and it's
so.
portable, but
Yeah.
it's so small.
Yeah. For me, it works good because I can throw it in my briefcase and throw it on the hood of my car when I need it, when I'm on the road.
It isn't. A lot of people went for Bobby Bicker. She only broadcasts from a 13-inch Mac Pro, and her camera even is awesome. The
Mhm.
way they process the video and all now, it's very great value.
Yeah, it really is.
Welcome to the world of ARM. It's where we left off, and now we're back again.
Hello.
And then I've been looking a lot of AMD. AMD on their 9 series processor is equal to the M1.
Yeah.
It looks like Intel is
Ryzen.
crash and burning. It looks like they're no longer the company to look at.
Yeah, they're
especially
not
now
the
that Apple
leader.
pulled away.
Yeah, they're not the
no,
leader
Michael, they're
anymore.
gone. They're not
Yeah,
even
that-
close, actually.
Ryzen blows away Intel, and they have for a while.
So
I
Randy,
researched that too.
I actually do have to start my day. I'm so glad that you were here. It's been so long since you've been in the broadcast. Have you noticed with the comments though, they're sluggish?
I've noticed everything is sluggish since the double increase of the people. The amount of users has doubled in the past 60 days. So with double the amount of people online, you're going to have this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm noticing now when we go on, there's always an audience. It's the people that we know, but I'm not seeing a lot of new faces that I thought I would see unless they're just shy and not saying hello in the comments. So I hope that changes, but
Just
sometimes
do a
I'll-
roll call with try to get people engaged. I've noticed a
long-
lot of times there's people at work.
Mhm.
I mean, even people I've known years, they're watching at work and maybe it's on a headset and they really can't talk. and they're just kind of what I call lurking because they're really doing their real job, but they're not lurking in a bad way. They're just keeping up
No.
with what's going on.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like that very much. Oh, someone's dog's going crazy. Yeah. How's Earl doing? Is Earl okay?
Earl's fine. He's over here talking now, but I don't want him
Yeah.
to jump on me. He just got through playing in water.
Your mic
Yes,
is
sir.
way better now. It was a little fuzzy when you first
I gotta shut him
put
up.
it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other mic, I guess it was coming from the internal PC or the one from the camera. But now I've switched it to this one, and
It
I
might have been
have
the
not.
You know what? It might have been the camera. I'm not sure, but it was echoey, and that
Yeah, it's
was the
probably the
giveaway.
camera then. Because this camera mic, I have to add the cattail and other. Spot on, Randy. One here doing that. Oh, there you go. See, Walt's at work, and he's doing it.
Yeah, Walt.
I do that too. During the day, I watch your broadcast. I just can't comment because I got people all around me, and I have it in a little window.
The other thing I'm noticing too is the replays are going through the roof. Like, I can't believe the amount of people who are watching the replays. It's insane. Like, I'll have days I'll do 2 scopes and I've gone up 10,000 views. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
what
well,
did they
yours
watch?
actually, your morning show is just, it's only a replay show. You're not going to catch live people.
No, agreed.
The timing you're doing for all over the world. For me, I'm still at work. For most
Yeah.
other people, they're in bed in LA, and then in the East Coast of the US and Canada, they're getting ready for work and they don't have time. So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Or we
viewers you
don't
get
get
are
up.
those who are retired mostly or don't have to commitment.
All right. So listen, guys, speaking of work, I should start. So I wish you well. It was so nice seeing you, Randy. And thank you, Vaughn. You know what? Thank you for sharing your personal story today about your uncle. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And Randy,
Yeah, Vaughn, I want to pick your brain too. I want to know what problems you had to solve because I just got this thing and I'm sure you're like 100 miles ahead of me on what things to look out for.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
he'll get his people to talk to your people.
Yeah.